Welcome in, everybody. 6 o'clock here on your Tuesday Rise and Shine. Jason and Alicia with you. Got a lot to talk about this morning.
So much to get to this morning, but first we have to say good morning to Guy Brown, who's been tracking the mild forecast so far this morning.
Yeah, you know, it still feels very comfortable if you're getting ready to step out. Clouds overhead this morning. 57 east-northeast winds at 6 miles per hour. We'll see that wind shift more southeast later on, and that will enhance the chance for some shower and thunderstorms to develop later on this afternoon. The storms do look to be very isolated, not widespread. We're not looking at anything widespread, so it's possible you may not find rain. Very similar pattern and setup as yesterday. Here's your 3-day forecast. We'll keep the chance for isolated showers and storms for the next 3 days. Thursday, a little bit more widespread in coverage. And what you can't see here going into the weekend, I'll be digging into your 7-day forecast, looking at Mother's Day weekend. We have the chance for some more showers and storms as well. So that all coming up here in about 10 minutes. Megan?
All right, thanks, Guy. Good morning, everyone. Things are looking good across the metro right now. If you want to take a look at the big map, I do want to let you know about a situation right now in Jordan on 169 northbound. There is a crash. Unfortunately, I can't get a camera from that area, but this is just a bit further toward the cities on 169 northbound. So this came in about 10 minutes ago. So if your route takes you through the Jordan area, just be aware. Plan some extra time this morning until that crash is cleared up. And also, let's take a look right now. Drive times, if you're heading from Minneapolis to St. Paul, about an 8-minute drive along 94 eastbound, and then in reverse, 7 minutes from St. Paul to Minneapolis.
Megan, thank you. 6:02 right now, and we're following breaking news in Minneapolis.
Yeah, a deadly crash about 5 hours ago involving a motorcycle shut down access to Highway 55 for several hours overnight. It happened on 26 and Hiawatha Avenue in the Phillips neighborhood. Within the last 2 hours, the road has opened back up. Our Cece Gaines has been on the scene all morning. Cece, what can you tell us?
Hi, good morning. So this section of Hiawatha, it's back to normal as of 6 a.m. The scene has been cleared for a couple hours now since we've been here. And as you can see behind me, traffic is back moving. But that wasn't the case just a few hours ago when we were here. It was a very messy scene. If you take a look here, we were one of the first crews on scene here this morning. And on your screen, you can actually see the motorcycle in question that was involved in this crash. The crash leaving it in really bad shape overnight. A lot of debris was scattered in the street here. There was glass everywhere. Different parts of the motorcycle were scattered as well. And then the belongings from the person riding that motorcycle overnight were also scattered in the street. Officers from Minneapolis Police Department were here, and they had sectioned off a good portion of this intersection and blocked that off for traffic so nothing can get through. Of course, though, that has since reopened. But we are in contact with MPD, and they said that they would give us an update in a couple of hours here so we can let you know what actually happened here at the scene. And when we find out more, we'll let you guys know. Jason, Alicia.
All right, Cece, thanks for that update.
Well, tonight, people who live and work in Dinkytown and the Marcy Holmes area are invited to attend a safety meeting. This meeting comes after a violent and chaotic weekend. Minneapolis police say between Thursday and Sunday, there were 10 incidents of assaults and fighting. In response, more officers are on patrol out there. As for tonight's meeting, we're told it's just for people who live in the area, and parents of students are not invited. The meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. at the Baptist Church on University and 13th.
This morning, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a massive house fire in Bloomington. Take a look at this video that we got of the home. You can see a huge piece of that house is destroyed. And this is just across the street from Bush Lake. We talked with two women who were visiting a home next door. They were helping plan their 50th high school reunion when the fire started.
We're here from the Richfield High School class of 1973. So there's 15 of us here, and the neighbor called saying we thought maybe somebody was parked blocking his driveway. And then we looked up and saw the flames, and we all came running out.
The fire chief says the home is a total loss. No one was hurt. If you live in the Jordan neighborhood in North Minneapolis, police want your help. They're looking for information about whoever shot and killed a man on Hillside Avenue North. It happened around 5 last night. Police tell us a man in his 20s was shot several times in his car. He died at the scene. If you have any information, you're asked to call police or Crime Stoppers at the number at the bottom of your screen. Well, this morning, state-run paid family and medical leave for Minnesotans is a step closer to reality.
The Senate passed their version of the bill about 12 hours ago, sending it to committee to hash out the differences. That's Democratic Senator Alice Mann moments after the Senate passed her paid family leave bill. This bill would provide 12 weeks of family and or medical leave with the total capped at 20 weeks. Democrats say it's an affordable and essential plan, but on the flip side, Republicans say it could hurt the job market, specifically for small businesses. Coming up in 30 minutes, we're going to hear from a small business owner and a teen whose family does not have access to paid leave. If the bill is signed by Governor Walz, Minnesota will join 13 other states and Washington, D.C., who are also providing paid family and medical leave or have laws to make that happen soon.
In a matter of hours, a hearing will begin that could decide the fate of the controversial Roof Depot site. Yesterday, protesters rallied outside of Mayor Frye's apartment in anticipation of today's hearing. The State Court of Appeals will review a temporary injunction that's been blocking demolition of the warehouse since February. For many years, the East Phillips Neighborhood Institute tried buying the site to keep the city from putting a public works facility there. Recently, the city and mayor have said that they are open to selling it to them.
The former CEO of Hormel has a new title this morning. The Board of Regents selected Jeff Ettinger to be the U's interim president. He'll take over when Joan Gable leaves this summer. Ettinger will serve for up to a year while the school starts a national search for a permanent president.
As you wake up right now, the man accused of driving into a group of people near a migrant shelter in Texas is now in jail on a $3.6 million bond. 8 people died, 10 others were injured. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez is in Brownsville, Texas, with more this morning.
We are tracking the latest developments after a driver slammed into a group of migrants here in Brownsville, Texas. The driver now facing manslaughter charges as well as charges of aggravated assault, and police are looking into whether this was an intentional act or an accident. We speak with migrants here on the ground about what they saw. And of course, this all comes as the COVID border restriction known as Title 42 is set to be lifted this week, prompting concern of yet another migrant influx. Texas's governor announcing plans for a specialized task force deployed here to the border. I'm Gabe Gutierrez in Brownsville, Texas, and we'll have the very latest on this developing story coming up on Today.
Well, in the last 12 hours, the National Weather Service confirmed a tornado touchdown in southwest Minnesota over the weekend. This happened near Renville on Saturday afternoon. There was also another possible tornado touchdown that day near Princeburg in Kandiyohi County. Kind of crazy to see that video, Guy, because winter is so close.
Right.
It feels like it just happened a couple of months ago.
Yep, that's absolutely true. So that's why it's very important to get that plan ready just in case if severe weather strikes. Because, you know, it can really just kind of pop up on you when you least expect it. Yeah, like this weekend, you know, those storms just kind of bubbled up over the weekend. So, you know, always be ready. Here's your daily almanac. Let's get into the highs yesterday, 77. We saw a low of 52. I show this just so you can see that, you know, we are trending above average. You can see where our average high is supposed to be in the mid 60s, average low in the upper 40s. So we're above that, and things look to remain above that too for the week ahead. Now, the chance for isolated storms that will exist today, isolated, better chance in southern Minnesota, and some of those storms could be strong to severe. So just a heads up. Later on this evening, a good window for that will be any times between about 3 p.m. and about 8 o'clock tonight. So just a heads up there. If you're getting ready to commute this morning, you don't need the sunglasses. Not as much sunshine at all. So you can ditch the sunglasses, but still a little bit of room for some sun, as you can see here, to kind of squeeze through at times today. But you got a nice overcast sky right now. Mostly cloudy. It could be mostly cloudy in your neighborhood. With east-northeast winds at about 6 miles per hour. The next 12 hours, temperatures right around 63 by 10 a.m. All right, now we're moving up to about 70 near lunchtime. Notice 4 o'clock, you'll see that shower and thunderstorm chance. Very isolated with temperatures in the low 70s. Upper 60s tonight. We'll keep shower and storm chances through about midnight. We'll see those chances decrease. Tomorrow morning, waking up to a little bit of some sun with temperatures in the upper 50s. And we'll rinse and repeat with the chance again for some afternoon showers and storms. So isolated today and tomorrow. Once we hit Thursday, more widespread. Friday, more widespread. So a better chance we'll find rain these 2 days. Saturday, Sunday will turn scattered to isolated for Mother's Day. So just a heads up for any Mother's Day plans that you may have outside. Have that KARE 11 app handy. So that way if storms start to pop up, you can actually see where those storms are popping up and where they're moving as well. Monday, 77, average high 69. So we're warming up nice and dry early next week. Guys.
Guy, thank you. We are less than a week away from opening day at Valley Fair. There's a lot of new things this year, including food, beer, and entertainment, like new Planet Snoopy shows and a brass band. Remember, this year, those 15 or younger must have a chaperone who is 21 or older to stay at the park after 4. Doors open Sunday at 11.
You'll be experiencing Valley Fair this week.
Cannot
Getting a little
wait.
sneak peek.
Those coasters look amazing. Can't wait to get on.